Do you get used to swimming with sharks?
A little bit. Like, I remember when we were filming the TV show of Jackass, the first thing we did with sharks, it was Danny Way had this idea called Shark Hug. He was like, hey, dude, I got an idea for you, SteveO. Do catch like a blue shark on a line, and then while it's on the line, like jump off the boat and give it a hug. and that's just a gnarly thing, because blue sharks are particularly like, quick and
Blue
agile.
shark.
Like
Shark will do.
Right.
But yeah, blue shark, a little bit worse. Anyway.
Right, and I presented that idea to Tremaine when we were filming the TV show, and the idea of it being on a line, like with the hook in its mouth, was a little bit upsetting. So they found like a shark diving company that just brings you to swim with nurse sharks, and they had like 18,000 like tourist expeditions, and like
Nobody got eaten
bit until I got in there.
Wait, you got bit?
Yeah, I got bit on my finger. So I got this little.
I didn't know that. Wait, so the one that hit your foot.
The first time I ever swam, they said, be careful with your hand movement. And cut to the footage, and I'm just.
It went up and bit your hand.
This little baby nurse shark bit me. And the people who took us, they freaked out. They're like, you cannot show that on TV. We will lose our business. You cannot.
Oh, wow.
And I got bit by a shark for nothing. It didn't even play on TV.
It didn't air.
It didn't air, no. It came out years later on what was called the Lost Tapes, or some obscure DVD.
I remember getting a hold of the Jackass pilot on VHS before it was even on MTV or pitched to MTV, and it was right around the time we were making our first or second video game. So I was just passing it around to people, not passing it, but showing it to people. Sure. I would watch it with them because I was like, look at these guys doing. It'll never make it to TV. Right. There's no way they'll ever get on TV. And a lot of those skits were the ones that you guys couldn't air.
Right.
But it was. I'll never forget. It was like one of the funniest things. And then when it premiered on TV, I was like, how? Right. How is this possible?
Dude, that's exactly what I thought. Especially because when the pilot got ordered to series, Tremaine tells me, dude, take all of your footage that you've got and send it in so that we can acquire certain things. Like, you know how BAM's CKY footage, they just took it and put it on Jackass. Right. They wanted to do the same shit with my footage, but they told me that out of everything I sent in, not one single clip was allowed on television. And I just thought, oh my God, like, Two things. Like, number one, what kind of a watered down, like, pussified version of what we do is this show on MTV gonna be? And I thought, I'm gonna be able to fucking make a killing selling Too Hot for TV DVDs, because that was the thing. Like, every night on TV, they had like Girls Gone Wild, or caught on footage. You see someone like about to get hit by a train,
bum fights.
Like, yeah, so I had my own fucking late night commercials. Fucking from my Too Hot for TV.
Oh, really? When I don't remember that.
Yeah, I came out with like a Too Hot for TV DVD, and it was like, and if you call right now with your credit card, we'll include a bonus video, which is so shocking, industry professionals have sworn its release will end SteveO's career.
That makes me want to buy it.
There's the career under. Yeah, there was one guy who was particularly, that was the one who was on the career under that I stapled my ball sack to my leg for the very first time.
Like, for the first time.
No, you did. I know. You did that a lot.
A lot. Yeah. And the first time I did it, I stapled my ball sack to both of my legs and called it the butterfly.
Did it look like a butterfly a little bit?
No, it looked like a dead bat.
You should change the name, because that's pretty funny too. Ladies and gentlemen, the dead bat. That's pretty cool.
It was a butterfly 20 years ago.
That's cool. What about when fucking Poopies got bit by a shark?
Oh my God.
Did that change your mind about swimming with sharks?
Yeah, it for sure did. The thing with sharks, when I got bit the first time, it was like such a minor little thing. I didn't even go to the hospital. We taped up my finger and just went off and kept
It's still lucky, dude. Like, its mouth just nicked a finger instead of taking your hand off.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty small little...
Could have got a finger.
That's true.
Fingers are cool to have.
That's true. But then Like the lesson that we learned from me getting bit by the shark the first time was we cannot mess around with fucking pussies anymore. They're gonna be like, you can't show that on TV. We gotta that, and that was how they found Manny. Manny.
Yeah.
They saw him on like lifting alligators like out of the fucking swamp, like with his bare hands, like at night while wearing a Speedo.
Where did you see this footage? Did he already have a?
He had a show on Animal Planet.
Oh, okay.
And they were just like that. Like they were like, this guy's gnarly, and the Speedo.
Yeah. No, really tops it off.
Yeah, really. Yeah, the Speedo really pushed him over.
Fits
the edge.
right in.
Yeah. So we meet up with Manny for the second season. And we're going out to swim with great hammerhead sharks. And like, Manny's like, yeah, like, we'll chop. Like, Manny's just out there in the water just hacking up, like, barracuda, like, chumming.
Chumming it, yeah.
He's just chumming away to just attract sharks. And we're waiting for him to say, shark, so we can jump in. Normally they say shark, you get out. Yes. And then we're getting with, like, footage with the shark. And then they come up with the idea, I think it was Manny's idea, let's chop the barracuda in pieces and strap the pieces on SteveO. Yeah.
Did you feel like he's all there and you're going to be safe, or did you think?
Totally.
Okay.
I remember my dad asking me, like, how can it possibly be safe to swim with great hammerhead sharks while you have chum strapped all over you? And I'm like, Dad, Manny was right there.
What's the difference between a hammerhead shark and a great hammerhead shark?
Oh, good question.
Because I've never heard of it.
A great hammerhead, maybe bigger.
Wow.
How big were they?
They were like a good 10 feet.
Heavy.
And Manny's down there like holding onto the dorsal fin, like riding the fucking thing. He rides sharks.
It's just like, I get that you get to the point where you can do that, but the first couple of times where you're like, this shark seems so friendly, I feel like I could grab onto the fin.
Right.
And then you grab on it and go, hey, it didn't turn around and eat me.
Right. And Manny's like, hey, get over here, you're coming with me. he's like not even like, it's like, and he's just hanging on, and it's gnarly. He's super.
Has he ever been bitten by a shark?
No, but he lost a finger to a rattlesnake not too long ago. I guess it's been over 2
I didn't know a rattlesnake could do that.
He's got a permanent shocker.
Nice. He's ready to go at all times.
Yeah.
To me, it seemed like Wild Boys was more work for you.
It was more dangerous for sure.
It was more dangerous.
Because it was just all fucking
Nature.
It was all nature, and like there was a lot of emphasis on like life-threatening situations with animals that can kill.
Well, it was certainly more dangerous for me.
Yeah, for sure.